Welcome to another Demarcation Media Mega Construx review. What's this? A comparison video that doesn't have any Spartans in it? That's right, today we're going to be taking a look at every single Elite Ultra that has come out in the Halo Infinite line so far. Now, as far as I know, we got one or two Elite Ultras from the old articulation figure style a while back. I think those were themed from Reach, maybe? They're not a figure I see very often. I didn't know they existed until fairly recently. But then, thanks to Halo Infinite, the new Articulation Ultra released. I don't know if we've actually gotten any news on whether we're going to be seeing Ultras in Infinite or not. Correct me if I'm wrong, but my guess is that we will. So I'm just going to go through these one by one, and we're going to go ahead and start with the Halo Heroes one, because I believe that's the first one we even got any news about. If I remember correctly, it was this guy that got leaked first and kind of got everyone really excited. And he was a great start to the Ultra armor release. This guy is just in a plain silver. So that would be cool by itself, but then Mega went the extra mile because it is a Heroes figure and gave us all this detail up on the top. Gave us, well, all of them have the printed eyes, so that's not really too big of a deal, but the chest plate is all printed up with lights. The shoulder armor is all printed, and then that's all the print that it got. I mean, it could have used a little around the back or on like the leg armor, but it's not bad that they didn't include that. I think it looks perfectly fine as it is. And the Ultra armor design is just so menacing looking. Like the other Elites, yes, they're scary with their big toothy mouths and all that, but these guys are just, they look like they would be absolutely silent and just pop up and kill you. He has a, what is this, a plasma repeater, which is not a new piece. It's actually a pretty old one. Mega just decided to bring it back. And it's a little odd because the new hands, I don't know about the old ones, but the new ones make it always being held at a slight angle, so like you can't hold it perfectly straight. It's not so bad that I wouldn't want to use it. It's just a little bit awkward, but that's not really a reflection of the figure. It's just the weapon. The figure, aside from the weapon, is absolutely fantastic and worth hunting down at least one, if not two or three. Our next Ultra is the one from the Banshee Breakout set. This is the second one that we got, and this guy is in a very interesting color because it looks white until it's next to white, like my background. My background is pure white, and this guy's obviously not matching that. He's a kind of a yellowy cream white. And I think we might have gotten a couple Spartans with some accent colors of this, or it might have been a different off-white. But I really like this color. This is a great color, and I would love to see Mega utilize it a lot more. I don't know if it's new, though. I can't say whether it's new or not. So this guy was in a set, which means he has less detail. However, they did go and print the full headpiece there, and they gave us the printed eyes, which is great. And then other than that, he is just the plain plastic color, which is not bad, honestly. It looks really nice. This plastic color looks really nice, and it gives you opportunity to add your own wash. I bet this color would look fantastic with like a gray wash, or you can just customize it because it's a great just blank canvas for painting. His weapon is a red, what is this, a focus rifle? Pretty cool weapon. I don't think we've seen it very often in the past couple years, so it's nice to get it again. And I think this is its first time appearing in red, kind of to match the Banished aesthetic. So while at first glance, this guy looks like he would be boring compared to the Heroes guy, he's really not. He's just simpler, but simple doesn't necessarily mean boring. I'm going down the list according to the either leak/reveal date or release date of these figures, and this guy was the third Ultra to be revealed and released. And he comes in this excellent red. This is the same red as the Elites in the Marine Customizer pack. I'll grab one of those in just a second to compare. But just like the Banshee Breakout one, he's got the prints on his helmet, and the eyes stand out very nice against this red. But other than that, it is pretty much just straight plastic. And then he comes with a carbine, which is pretty nice. Fairly generic weapon. We get a lot of these, but it's a good one to have multiples of. Actually, I haven't pulled off any of these guys' helmets yet. Typical Elite head under there. And there is the Ultra helmet mold. I really like this guy because I'm a bit biased towards red. I really, really like the color red. And this one is fantastic. It actually shows up brighter on camera than it is in person. It's slightly more of a darker, muted red. But because of all of this white and all of the light that's concentrated on it, it looks a lot brighter. So let me go ahead and grab one of the Customizer Pack Elites to show you kind of a comparison of the reds. I said comparison of the reds, but really there is no comparison because it's the exact same shade of red. And they look so good together. It's just a perfect pairing. I actually have two of these guys, and together all three of them make the perfect little elite squad. Ultra at the head, two of the, what are these, miners to back him up. It's just so good. These guys share the same chest plate and back piece, but that's where the similarities end. Well, no, it's got the same forearms too, I believe. But the leg armor is different, and the feet are quite different, as well as the shoulder armor. So it's such just a great pairing. I'm so happy that Mega has given us the pairing here, which I don't think we have any other squad building opportunities with these elites yet, because I don't think we've gotten a silver miner yet, and I don't think we've gotten a off-white miner yet, and we'll look at the other two in a minute, but the other two ultras in a minute, but I know for sure that we have not gotten miners in either of those colors. So the red is kind of unique in that aspect. Now we have the Blind Bags Series 2 Elite, and for a lot of people, these guys are either just showing up in their area or have not shown up yet, which is a shame because this guy is really, really cool. He has the kind of stealth vibe going really strong. He has the same print on the forehead, and the eyes are in blue. Though, honestly, I would have absolutely loved to see the eyes be printed in red here. I think that just would have suited the stealth look better. The blue kind of, I don't know, it doesn't, I wouldn't say it ruins the effect, but it does make it a little less intimidating having the blue eyes paired with the dark gray. And you can see actually mine has a little bit of extra paint than it should. But this gray color is fantastic. It is a nice, just solid, kind of slightly shiny gray, and there's no print or anything. He is just a nondescript stealth ultra, and that's fantastic. I really think that this was a great idea, especially including him in the Blind Bag series, because that makes him theoretically easier to get. So I really like the decision there. He comes with a carbine, which, like I said, is a pretty common weapon, but it's a good one to have. I just really would have loved to see his eyes be printed in red. And last, but certainly not least, we have the Series 3 Ultra, who has full diamond armor. He's on his way to the Stronghold to defeat the Ender Dragon, and he has his trusty plasma repeater. Yes, this is almost just exactly a Minecraft diamond armor color, which is hilarious, but it's also really cool because this is a fantastic color. It's a little bit more on the green side than actual diamond armor, but it looks really good, and he definitely does deserve the title of Diamond Armor Elite, which he has been given. This guy has yellow eyes, I guess because printing blue on blue would not really work. So that's pretty cool. Honestly, I think even yellow would have worked better for the stealth guy. It made him look more intimidating than the blue. But, you know, it is what it is. Blue is still turned out to be a great color. So, like I said, neither the gray guy or the blue guy have gotten elite miners to kind of join them in a squad. So red still has the squad and the rest of them don't. So I really hope that Mega will give us some variants of the miners to match the ultras that we have, because that would be absolutely fantastic. Now, the big difference about this guy, other than the fact that, you know, he's a very vibrant color of blue, his hands. He has the hands that I think these were used on the Prophets, and actually I found out recently that these were originally Vex hands from the Destiny line. So Mega's had them sitting around for quite a while, and they only just now decided to actually start utilizing them for elites. I'm not exactly sure what the reasoning was behind that, because it would have been great to have these hands sooner. But they feel very sturdy. I don't feel like they're going to break at all. And it allows you to hold the plasma repeater straight, which is absolutely fantastic and makes the weapon so much more useful. No print on this guy, but honestly, with that blue, well, I mean, other than the helmet, but with this blue, do you really need extra print? Well, there you have it. That is all 5 elite ultras that we've gotten from the Halo Infinite wave so far. And I've got to say, we've gotten 5 in what, like 2.5 waves? 2 waves? That is so good. And that leaves me very hopeful that we are going to continue to see more ultras cranked out at a fairly regular rate. And I'm really looking forward to see what else Mega will do. Like I say in pretty much every single one of these comparison videos, a pink one would be great. Mega's like hot pink color that they use, that I think they mostly just used it for Spartans. That's a really, really cool color. So I would love to see an ultra in that color. Purple would be just fantastic. Purple is almost a must. I just hope it's not a metallic purple like this. Although, you know, to be honest, we did get some elite miners with that color, so I guess that would be fine so we could have a squad. So, I have these guys lined up in terms of the way that I would rank them. And as you might have guessed, red is number 1. For a couple reasons. First of all, like I said, I'm just biased towards red. I just really, really like the color red, so automatically that gives him a lot of points for me. But also, we can build a red elite squad, and none of the other elites can fit in with a squad because they don't have any miners in the same color yet. So right now, red is at the top because he can be a squad leader, and you can have a whole troop of red elites. Second is the Diamond Armor Elite, not only because he has a fantastic color, but also because he's finally using the proper hands. And that's a huge, huge plus, in my opinion. Third is the Halo Heroes Elite. He's got a ton of detail, his weapon is fantastic, and on top of that, last I checked, he's really not that hard to find. So that gives him quite a few points. Stealth Ultra is in 4th, and, you know, he's just good. He's just really solid all around. You can't go wrong with the stealth look. Although, like I said before, I would have preferred to have the red eyes there. That would have matched his aesthetic. I can't speak. His aesthetic a little bit better. And last but not least, we have the Banshee Breakout Ultra. He's not bad. None of these are bad. And I kind of hate ranking them because they're all really cool for their own reasons. But for the sake of comparison, he does fall into 5th place just because out of all of them, he's kind of the least, I don't want to say least interesting, but I guess for lack of a better word, least interesting. Because he's pretty straightforward. He has just the off-white color, which is fantastic, but it doesn't have the appeal of a brighter color or the kind of cool grim look that the stealth look has. He doesn't have all the detail of the Halo heroes. He's just kind of really good and solid, but he is a little on the plain side, which is why I ranked him at 5th place. Again, I really hate putting these guys on a tier list just because they all look so good, and they all look even better when you put them side by side like this. But for the sake of the comparison, he does get 5th place. Now, the big downside to this red guy, which almost makes me bump him down a notch or two, but I won't just because he's super cool. He is really, really hard to get. He comes in the mercenary combat unit, and that set has been an absolute nightmare to find. I think it's showing up in some stores in Canada now, like Walmart's or something. And it showed up briefly in the US at Ross, which doesn't make any sense. Mega said it was going to be a Dollar General exclusive, and then it shows up at Ross and never Dollar General. So he's hard to get. And the red miners are also fairly difficult to get. They're getting a little easier since Best Buy has been stocking the 2 packs pretty consistently. But he is hard to get, and the rest of the red ones are hard to get. So keep that in mind. If you are going to try and build a red squad, you're going to have a bit of a hunt on your hands because they're still pretty elusive. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.